Hello students, today we'll discuss about the indirect method of FM generation, or you can say Armstrong method for FM generation. Basically in the exam it asks the question regarding this Armstrong method is draw the neat block diagram of Armstrong method of FM generation and explain its working in detail for 6 or 4 marks. Also, like this, draw and explain the block diagram of Armstrong method to generate FM wave. In previous lecture, we discussed about direct method of FM generation. In the direct method, we are using LC oscillator to generate the frequency. But the LC oscillator has one problem. When we are using LC oscillator, this frequency is not stable. That is unstable frequency we generate. So we are not using for broadcasting purpose the LC oscillator. So suppose for example, today we listen FM 98.3. Tomorrow we listen the frequency range 98.7. Means we did not get the frequency stable. So we have to getting the stable frequency. We are using the indirect method of FM generation, and in that FM generation we are using crystal oscillator to generate stable frequency. So let's see the operation of this Armstrong method. So the crystal oscillator generates the carrier frequency up to 1 megahertz. This is applied to combined network and 90-degree phase shifter. The modulating signal is passed through an audio equalizer to boost the low modulating frequency. The modulating signal is then applied to balance modulator. The balance modulator produces two sidebands, that is USB and LSB, upper sideband and lower sideband, such that their resultant is 90-degree phase shifted with respect to unmodulated carrier. The unmodulated carrier and 90-degree shifted sidebands are added in the combining network. The output of the combining network, we get FM wave. This FM wave has low frequency FC and low value of the modulation index, that is MF. The carrier frequency and the modulation index are then raised by passing the FM wave through the first group of the multipliers. That is, we are using doublers or triplers circuits to increase the strength of the frequency. The carrier frequency is then increased by using mixer, and then the FC and MF both are increased to required high values using second group of multipliers. The effect of multiplication and mixing, we increase the frequency and modulation index. The FM signal with high FC and high MF is then passed through the Class C amplifier to increase the level of the power signal, and we get the higher power level of the signal at the output of the FM signal.